man, that thing is giving us a really nice glow. Oh, come on, dude, you're always crowded. Oh, that was gonna be the money shot.
Stop fooling around with yourself, yeah? Thanks to you, all my crap's on that ship.
Yeah, well, that was the plan, right? Okay, new plan. Follow the rocket. Hey, that's all yours. Wait, what? You don't know how to fly? Do you? Do you?
I know how to fly.
There she is. Bloody hell. Bath, can you track the jump signature?
I can. Go me.
Right. Are you ready for this?
Am I ready? Ready for what?
Punch it.
Hey, not too shabby. Drop me off at the Lido deck. I'm late for my massage. What is that?
Maybe it's the welcome committee. Bye, friend.
Dear. Not very light on his feet, is he?
Olympus Arena active.
Looks like the game's afoot. Oh, you might need this.
So much for my day off. Chew on this, Jack! What are you doing?
Eyes up, lads. Shall we carry on then?
Nothing fast.
All right, lads. Time to go.
Whoa, what? Are you insane?
What? I'm a bloody genius. I do love field research. Whoops a daisy. You got a little something there.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show, welcome back to the diaries. So yes, Apex Season 7 is just around the corner in about less than a week, if not a week indeed. So, we're going to have a look at the Season 7 trailer and, ooh, Ascension. So we are looking at possibly a new map. So let's have a look at this trailer, shall we?
Oh man, that thing is giving us a really nice glow. Oh, come on, dude, you're always crowded. Oh, that was gonna be the money shot.
Stop fooling around with yourself, yeah? Thanks to you, all my crap's on that ship.
Yeah, well, that was the plan, right? Okay, new plan. Follow the rocket. Hey, that's all yours. Wait, what? You don't know how to fly? Do you? Do you?
I know how to fly.
Pathfinder.
There she is. Bloody hell. Bath, can you track the jump signature?
I can. Go me.
Right. Are you ready for this?
Am I ready? Ready for what?
Punch it.
Hey, not too shabby. Drop me off at the Lido deck. I'm late for my massage. What is that?
Maybe it's the welcome committee.
Maybe it's the welcome committee. No, I don't think so.
Bye, friend.
pretty.
Oh dear. Not very light on his feet, is he?
Olympus Arena active.
Looks like the game's afoot. Oh, you might need this.
So much for my day off. Chew on this, Jack! What are you doing?
Eyes up, lads. Shall we carry on then? Nothing else. All right, lads. Time to go.
Whoa, what? Are you insane?
I'm a bloody genius. I do love field research. Whoops a daisy. You got a little something there.
Damn. So 4th of November. Right, so we're gonna have another look at that one in a second. So I'm gonna pull it back and I'm gonna pause it right there. But basically, damn. That, by the looks of certain bits of it, we're gonna get so many new stuff. The gravity lifts that we've got in there at the moment look to be her tactical. So throw out a gravity lift to get anyone running in at you out the way. Now, the vehicles. Is that gonna be there's vehicles around the map that we can ride in? Yay! Or is that gonna be her ability? Given the fact that you've got an Octane on the other team driving the other one, makes me think it's gonna be on the map. There's gonna be vehicles that we can drive around on the map. So let's have a look at this more slowly.
Oh man, that thing is giving us a really nice glow. Oh, come
Typical.
on, dude, you're always proud of me. That was gonna be the money shot.
Stop fooling around with yourself, yeah? Oh, my crap's on that ship.
Yeah, well, that was the plan, right? Okay, new plan. Follow the rocket. Hey, that's all yours. Wait, what? You don't know how to fly? Do you? Do you?
I know how to fly.
So we're flying off the current map onto the new one.
Bloody hell. Beth, can you track the jump signature?
I can. Go me.
Right. Are you ready for this?
Am I ready? Ready for what?
Punch it.
Hey.
Hello, new map. And I'm just going to pull it back a frame because that is beautiful. You can see all of the places to land, and that, I reckon, is going to be the same as it is on on Kings Canyon. It's going to be that big thing in the middle, so if you dive down into the light coming out of it, you're going to die. But it looks like this area down here is going to be a pretty big of a hot drop, as is this little bit of the city right here. I reckon this one's also going to be a pretty big hot drop, but when it comes to high loot, high tier areas, I think they're going to pick this one, this one, this one, this spot, and maybe somewhere around here to be a high tier loot for the most part. Those are going to be the most important ones, maybe this one as well. They're going to be the ones that are going to be picked the most from the gamers to be high tier loot. But it doesn't stop them being a hot drop as it is anyway. I can see in the first couple of days, in the first week, everyone's going to be dropping everywhere. So everywhere for the first week is going to be a hot drop. But as the map carries on and as the season carries on, I reckon these areas around here are going to be the biggest hot drops. This one might be a medium-sized hot drop in the sense of it's going to be somewhere people are going to drop, but they're not going to drop every single game. There's not always going to be someone there. Whereas, like here, and here, there's likely to always be someone there. Because I reckon they're going to be the hottest of hot drops. So, looking at this, it's kind of easy to sort of work out where you want to sort of land, where you want to start and stuff. Because this area here and this area here looks like it's going to have a good amount of loot. Not just because there's buildings in there, but because of where they are, what they are and stuff. So it's probably going to be placed as mid-tier, high-tier loot area. I mean, this one here that I have my mouse over right now could be seen as low-tier or mid-tier, but that pathway going into this one, if loads of people are landing here, you've got that straight pathway to this area. So you land out here, loot up, go into this one and mop up whatever teams landed in here fighting each other and whatever team's left.
Hey, drop me off at the Lido deck. I'm late for my massage. What is that?
Maybe it's the welcome committee. Bye, friend.
Dear. Not very light on his feet, is he?
Olympus Arena active.
Looks like the game's afoot. Oh, you might need this.
So much for my day off. You want this, Jack?
So yeah, he's riding the vehicle. They're all in the vehicle. She's driving, they're both riding. And obviously he's throwing a grenade at Revenant in the building. So it kind of says to me that there's going to be vehicles that we can drive around. Now, it looks like, given the fact that, again, the other team that they come across in a moment has an Octane, in the sense of it, it's not going to be that the new legend is the only person to make the vehicles move, that these vehicles are going to be open to everyone to use, and that I reckon for the first couple of days, as the new map works itself in, that we're going to have everybody riding around in a car. There's going to be everyone riding around in one of these vehicles. I don't think we're going to see many teams, if any at all, on foot. Because I reckon there's going to be that many teams riding around in the vehicles. Now, there's a possibility that the devs have thought this through. That they've thought about that. If they put vehicles in and they put too many in, every team's going to be in a vehicle and it's just going to be vehicle and vehicle fighting. That's not how the devs want this to work. They want to still see this sort of behaviour where teams are still on the floor, teams are still on foot. And then obviously you've got a team going alongside by side with a vehicle. So they might only have it so that there's, say, 5 vehicles on the map at any one time. The first team to that vehicle gets that vehicle, and then obviously the vehicle's only got a certain amount of health, so then if any team wants that vehicle, they've got to fight for it, but also they've got to be careful about how they fight for that vehicle, because the vehicle can explode, the vehicle can just become useless because it's either got no fuel or it's just used up its armour, as it were. So that's kind of my thoughts to the vehicles. Did you not see the drone? So yeah, the gravity lift. We've seen the gravity lift so far already. We've used the gravity lifts already because of the story mode, not story mode, sorry, the extra event kind of mission that's been going on recently in the training room and in mid-game, normal game. So we know how these work. They send you up into a certain height of the air and you can get to wherever. But the way she's using it here, it's a defensive tactic. People are running up on the push, throw it out, bye-bye. Easy kill for the rest of the team, or easy kill for you. So, this gadget, has got to be her tactical. And it is a beautiful tactical at that, because when you look at games like this, you want to look at whether or not the operator or the legend, as it is in Apex, whether their stuff, their technology is selfish, or whether it's to the team. Octane, for example. Octane is a highly selfish legend, in the sense of his tactical is only for him. Now, there is his jump pad, which can be used by anyone, which is great, but his tactical does not help the team. His jump pad helps the team by all means, but because his tactical only helps him, it's like, well, we only get your jump pad every so often, and if you don't put it in the right place, we can't get up to where you are to help you. That's why most Octane players run solo. Rampart, for example. Rampart is a very team-based operator. Her tech helps the team. So, her shield, you can look behind that window and shoot through. Anyone can do that. Sheila. Anyone can sit on Sheila and she can have more than one Sheila at a time. And I'm assuming she can only have up to 4 Sheilas at a time, considering what I've done in my own testing and what I've seen. But I cannot be certain how many Sheilas she can have out at once. But I have had 3 Sheilas out at a time before. So, to be able to have all 3 members of the team on a gun like that is great. It's a bit tricky because as a Rampart player, if you do not know how to place your turret, how to place Sheila properly, you're gonna screw your team over. Remember, it turns like this, so it does that sort of thing. So if you point it that way, you've got this much of a turn and then this much. So it'll go to here, as it were, and then to here. So you got to know where to place it in order to get the right turn. That's why I personally like playing Rampart, because after playing Tachanka in Rainbow Six Siege, I know how to place my turrets. I know how to place it to turn it in the right way, because I know how far it turns. Now, some will say it's really difficult to place Sheila on an angle or in a certain way, but it's all about practice. As you're placing it, the way you're standing, the way you're looking, is the way it will turn. Granted, that has the biggest thing to it in the sense of you're standing there for 5 minutes straight trying to get it facing the right way, and once you've placed it, that's it. If you pick it back up, yes, you are making it easier to get it back, but you've still got that wait time, that cooldown time to bring it back out again. But that's why you want to do that sort of thing in the training room. Learn how it works in the training room. That's what I do. I normally spend about a good couple of hours in the training room just working on stuff, especially when a new legend comes out. And it's one thing I'm going to be doing when she comes up. So now we carry on then. So, like I just said, it is a beautiful tactical, and it's a very defensive tactical by the look of it as well. So, if you've got someone pushing on you, you throw it out, they're up in the air, they're like, well, no, a decent player will have that gravity lift placed on them and just be like, okay, cool, and fire down on you. So you want to be prepared for that sort of thing. And it's one thing that I'm going to forget when I go into it. I'd throw out the gravity lift, have someone do that, and have someone go up in it and have someone shoot at me, and I'm like, oh no, how are you doing that? No, you're cheating. Oh yeah, hang on a minute, you can still shoot inside the gravity lift. So, you gotta be careful of it. Nothing personal, though.
Alright, lads.
Right, so Watson, Wraith, and Octane. So the only way that I would say that it could have worked is that Watson hacked into it. But, again, this is why I say there's going to be a certain number of vehicles on the map for everyone to use, rather than just anyone with the new legend or anyone with, like, say, crypto. Because there's no crypto on that team. There's no crypto on this team. So, how's that going to work? Sort of thing.
Time to go.
Whoa, what? Are you insane? What?
I'm a bloody genius. I do love field research.
Something tells me that that's a big Wraith portal. She throws it up. It doesn't kill, per se. What would kill is the grenade that Pathfinder's just thrown through. So, what I think that one does, which has got to be her ultimate, this has got to be her ultimate, the teleport sort of thing. So, it pulls up this big wormhole that the team goes through. And then you can throw grenades and things through like you could before in Season 1 and Season 2 for Wraith's portals. You could throw anything throwable in through the portal and it would come up the other side, come out the other side. So, that's what I think this does. But it also, in my mind, places them in a random location across the map. So, like, say, you're down on the south side. You do this. It posts them up on the northwest. Northeast, sorry, not northwest. But it posts them on the northwest side of the map. Northeast side of the map. With the grenade or whatever you throw. Or, it posts them 10 feet away from you. Now, I don't know whether it would post 10 feet away because of the way that the legends work stuff out. I think that would be a bit evil of the devs to put in that it's a random location within a certain distance of the character. I think they've got this... I think they would have this bubble around the character that it cannot post anyone through into. And then it's got another bubble outside that ring where they can be posted into, so that anyone that is going through that portal teleporter has to then run at you rather than spawning right in front of you and being able to find you and kill you straight away. So that's what I think this one does. It looks to me like it's a you go away elsewhere. Here, have this grenade while you're at it, sort of thing. I don't think that that's gonna perma-kill anyone by itself. So if you are solo and you're just doing that one, I don't think you can get many kills just by doing that. If you throw a grenade in, maybe, but you're just not gonna get the kills just by using it.
Whoopsie-daisy. You got a little something there.
Leaves! So, that is the new Apex Season 7 trailer, and I am looking forward to it so badly. And I know I did not use the legend's name, it's because my brain is currently not working, and I cannot remember what she's called. I am such an idiot, I know, I'm sorry guys. I should be knowing this, I should be straight up going, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah, like I have in the past ones. But because every single time I was going to say Apex, but it's more Respawn. Respawn have done this. They've always had 2 legends, if not 3, spoken about at each time. So, like we had Revenant. Well, we barely knew about Revenant in the first place, actually. But when Revenant came out, Respawn were talking crazy about Forge. Like, Forge is going to be the next operator. Forge is going to be the next legend. And then we get this trailer showing Revenant killing Forge, and we get the tweets of Forge is dead, dead as can be, and it's like, yeah, Forge is dead, but you've literally just given us a very incarnation of death. And by the way, called it right here. I know that Revenant is basically not death, as it were, but he is constantly dead. It was confirmed in the lore that Revenant's source code is what's keeping him alive, in the sense. He has to keep on dying because he just cannot physically properly die. So in some shape, form, some sense of the words, he is basically death. And that's kind of what I said. He is the sort of incarnation of death. So, called it. But no, at this point in time, we've had lots and lots of talk about Ash. Now, Ash, for those of you who haven't played Titanfall 2, and I personally haven't played a lot of Titanfall 2, so I'm not going to be 100% on the mark with everything. So just bear that in mind. But for those of you who haven't played Titanfall, Ash is a member of the Titanfall world and the universe. She's one of the last bosses, and she's incredibly difficult to take down as far as I've heard. So she's in the Titanfall universe, and for those of you who don't know, that's where Apex originates from. That's where the idea for Apex came from. Apex is in the same lore, in the same universe as Titanfall. That's why in this recent Halloween event, they've brought in wall running, because it's like, oh, Apex is part of the same world and lore as Titanfall, and a lot of the community are going, cool, but if that's true, why can we not wall run? Huh? But no, I hope that when Season 7 comes out, they make wall running a real thing, because they've done it for this event, this Halloween event, and I just don't see why they won't do it for Season 7 if they're testing it in the Halloween event. That's what they're doing. Every single time an event comes out, guys, Respawn are testing features. In case you haven't noticed, there's different features that have been debuted or shown in an event, like say the Christmas event with the train. As far as I remember, we didn't have the train in that sense of its being before the Christmas event. So when the Christmas event came out, we have the train, it's all to do with the train. And then suddenly, after the Christmas event, we've got the train, and it works relatively the same way as it does the Christmas event. So, Respawn are testing things with the events then? Possibly. But no, that's it for me today, guys. I'm going to leave it there, otherwise it's going to get too long. 30 minutes is about right for a trailer talk video. What do you reckon, guys? Let me know down below. 30 minutes about right. But no, that's it for me today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.
Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another